So, as the title implies, I contain certain amount of sodium chloride towards the release of New Genesis. This video was also supposed to be made earlier, but life happened. You know how it is, a local cult trying to summon your dad from depths of Pacific Ocean, souls of the damned won't collect themselves, yada yada. Anyway, getting to the point, as the game stands right now, there is no endgame content outside of lobby simulators that are urgent quests and gigantics. You grind your weapons and armor to plus 40 and you do that by running around in circle within combat zones for hours, which is just mind-numbing. You get level 4 potential on weapon, you augment it all, but what for? To get faster clear on urgent quest? But you only get to do it once per account, so it's time safe at best. I suppose you could squeeze 2 gigantics in one storm if you're fast enough, but what do you have gigantics for? Augments. And what do you need those augments for? Exactly. And to add some salt to injury, what was advertised as new defense quests turns out And to add some salt to injury, what was advertised as new defense quests turns out to be another urgent quest instead of repeatable endgame activity, like Buster quests back in episode 5, which this game desperately needs. The whole shtick of NGS and classic PSO2 being connected feels like a bit of a slop to me. Maybe it's on me and the expectations I set for it, maybe not. But the fact is that classic gear is at best placeholder because NGS stuff when fully upgraded is already outperforming it, and you can't do anything with classic gear in NGS item lab, which means no multi-weapon. The character models are split into all the new types and you can't use the new finger features with old outfits, which is understandable, but as well as you can't use old body paint or face features like hair and makeup on new type bodies and faces. I'm generally underwhelmed by the execution of this whole idea, and I can't really afford new fashion for new body types as inflation hit hard and fast on global thanks to people exploiting with multi-accounting. And the whole idea of NMeseta was to prevent this kind of economic trouble. It all just further contributes to it feeling like they made a new game and duct taped it onto the old one just for sake of novelty of the idea instead of it being actually functionally convenient in any way. Which leads into my next point. Because NGS is the new shiny thing, everyone wants to play it, and kinda left classic in dust. But because NGS is dry in content, a lot of people left really fast, which led into classic being dry in players, and since it's a game designed for multiplayer, it makes it harder to get an activity going. It's especially painful with how some activities already didn't have many players in them, so now it's near impossible to queue up with randoms into things like Extreme Quest 4, which makes farming veterans resolve even more of a pain in the ass than it already was back then. And I wouldn't be as upset about this had it not been for how NGS is lacking in content, which means Sega, in a way, with emphasis on the metaphor of this phrasing, killed off classic for sake of the hollow experience that NGS is right now. There's no one to play with in classic and there's nothing to play in NGS, which low-key removes PSO2 out of my gaming rotation, which saddens me deeply because of how much I love this game. Anyway, I will see you in the next one. Bye!